Over the last few days, I've spoken to a number of people regarding the opportunity for us to be praying at home. And we have a wonderful tradition, ancient tradition in the Armenian church, and likewise in all the ancient Eastern churches, where most people would have had a place of prayer in their homes. They would have sort of appointed, consecrated, dedicated a special part of their home, a corner, a wall, usually facing the east where possible, but not necessarily, where they would just always use it as a place where they would go and say their prayers on a daily basis, usually in the morning and in the evening before going to bed. Nowadays, as we find ourselves really restricted, our social lives are cut short severely, and our ability to be with friends and family is also restricted, and we're practicing social distancing in a big way to prevent the spread of disease, which seemed completely unheard of or unimaginable just weeks ago. Well, there's a positive aspect to this, as we all, obviously have thought about, and that's that we could, be praying in our homes. And the church is doing everything it can, not just our parish, but every parish where pastors and faithful lay people are doing everything they can to continue to spread hope and the message of the gospel throughout the world. And we're offering prayers online. We're sending messages. I know that Deacon Michael is working very hard, making sure that the services are being conducted in church on a regular basis on Friday evenings and then on Sunday mornings while I'm quarantined out of necessity. And we see things actually getting worse before would get better, and we know that. And science and medicine is warning us of that reality. This is nothing that's really unexpected by them. Maybe kind of shocking to most of us who'd never imagined such a thing. But anyway, I'm showing you here the prayer corner in my home. The Suin family has a prayer corner here, and it's very simple, and it can be as elaborate or as simple as you'd like. And you don't need to spend any money. You just take the sacred things in your home that you might have. If you have a cross, such as what I have, a couple of candlesticks, various icons which you may have in your home, um, bring them and gather them together in a place that's not obtrusive or not a place of high traffic, maybe a wall, and you can light your candles. And if you have an incense burner, you could light some incense as you're saying your prayers. Incense is available from religious bookstores. Like I know in Cranston, there's Tallies on Sauconasset, and they sell both incense and charcoal there, and you could buy an incense burner. These are also available online through Amazon. And if you're ever using Amazon, certainly use Amazon Smile and not just Prime. But you could use Amazon Smile and dedicate St. Sahag and Mesrob Armenian Church of Providence as the directed charity for the percentage going back to the church, which is always a great thing to do. I do a lot of shopping through Amazon. Also, at this time, especially, we don't want to be in too many grocery stores. And so you do this, and we have the prayer books now being available to us online. And if you have any questions about that, you could certainly call me, Der Shinork, at 201 306 4304. And I'll be happy to make sure that I can get you a digital copy of the prayer books. We have the morning, evening, and night services available, offices. We have the Aravakal available, which is what's conducted on Sunday mornings of Lent, typically. And we also have the Jashu available, all online, digitally. If you're going to be using these books and you're requesting them, we would also like to ask you to consider making a donation to St. Nerses Seminary, who produces these books, and it's a big cost to produce them. And you could do that, and if you could do it online by going to their website and or send them a check. Any amount is great. They really appreciate it, and the work they're doing is outstanding. So this is something that there's a lot to say about it. There's a whole theology to it, understanding that, the home is the microcosm or the mini version of the church. And as Christians, we're invited to be in communion with God everywhere and anywhere, especially in the sacred presence of God in our homes. Everything that we do, our beginning starts in Christ, and everything we do throughout our lives is in Christ. And so, why wouldn't we be including Him in everything that we do in our homes? It doesn't mean that things are always perfect. On the contrary, sometimes things aren't going the way we want. Well, more so do we need to offer that to God for redemption. And so, beloved in Christ, I encourage you to do this. Set up a little chapel, a little prayer corner, a prayer wall. If you don't have any icons, if you have any religious pictures, you can use those. You can order them online. They're simple to get. You can even get paper icons to start. And as I said, they can be as elaborate as you want or as simple as you want. Um, I can post some pictures, as I have done, on Facebook of some samples of what our own parishioners here at St. Saga Mesro have done in their homes. But the most important thing is to be praying in your home. It's not so important what you have to pray around and with, but just dedicate a special place. All right, so God bless you. And if you have any questions, please call me 201 306 4304. Email me, text me, send me a message on Facebook, and I'll be pleased to discuss it more thoroughly. And if you want a deeper theological or historical explanation, I'd be happy to do that as well. God bless you and have a great and safe day.